10 minutes, so it was one of those like, is somebody dying? What's going on?
Yeah. Let me guess. Magazine seller.
Close. Ex-girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Turns
She worked
out.
at that place, so that's why it was closed.
Yes.
Yeah. So the point I was gonna make was like also the practice to like showdown type of event. Like if you don't play CA, if you don't play RNGU, if you are not used to this, like your practice will probably be pretty similar to you or me grinding skulls.
Yep.
There will be like seven players left when you see your first opponent, and then it's just like people who stand still. Last 7 guys.
Yep.
Will get like few kills out of those.
And if you notice, one of the things that is probably one of the big noticeable changes between this playstyle and competitive playstyle or regular ones is you and I in regular matches always carry double AR and then either shotgun or whatever.
Yeah.
But in these matches, everybody typically carries AR, shotgun, nade. You rarely see a lot of double AR. You need that weapon that is really good up close, even if it's a bit unpredictable, and then you need to be able to disappear at the drop of a hat. So smoke grenades almost always being equipped.
But I feel like most of the showdown players still play screams, and in those like smoke grenades are really important. So I feel like they are gonna understand the meaning of those, but they might like forgot, for example, as you said, like I carry double AR, you carry double AR, and that's just because you can spam 30 bullets to some car or anywhere and still have the 30 as a backup if you need to fight.
Yeah.
Like, and that's not gonna be the case in showdown or these types of games.
Interesting. For some reason, I always thought that the player start point, the box of destiny of sorts that we have now, was in J. Yeah, just like J0, where J0 would be, but it's not.
Oh, by the dam.
Yeah, I thought it was by the dam, but it's not anymore. They moved it. It is now right next to A6.
Okay, who's gonna? Okay, I'm gonna start picking, and I'm gonna go with AZ.
Shocking that you would pick AZ after the last game. Did any of us pick lifted last time? If not, then I'm picking lifted.
No.
Okay.
Good pick. We're going with 3 picks, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna keep on this Epsilon train. I'm gonna pick Fieldern.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Bushwookie Hana.
Bushwookie Hana. Drop kid.
You know what? I'm actually looking at Darren land, so I'm gonna go with Darren, even though he did not get the best landing spot, but he's been playing pretty solid. So I have lifted Darren and Hana.
It's a competitive game when you see jerk chicken flying from like good cranberry spawn way south.
Yep. Only 2 players landed at the strip. Darren and who was that player? Their name disappeared.
Roderick.
Keb and
Roderick.
What?
Roderick and Kevy. All of them landed.
Oh, is there a third one that I'm not seeing in my screen?
In the West End.
Oh, okay. Weird. Even when I was flying right over there, they didn't show up. 10 out of 10. Each kind of clearing out their own area. There isn't a car, which means we probably will see an engagement here. Darren will probably run into Keb first, and then we may see that second engagement. But it could very well end that these guys will loot, and one of them will just run up the hill north towards the 2 ATV spawns up there. But it all depends on how familiar they are with the map. None of them really seem in a huge rush to push through all the buildings. In this kind of environment, you loot a little, listen for 10 seconds, loot a little, listen for 10 seconds. You don't want to run into a store blind and just get one shot. The Nara going down to Aladdin pretty early in the game. The Nara's actually been making it pretty late into a lot of games. We have seen some pretty extended engages that they've been involved in. I'm using the word they because I said she last time, and you know, Pab told me I can't make those kind of gender assessments, and he gave me a lecture. Aladdin now going down. Apparently we missed an action-packed landing in that area. We have quite a few people in PB, all kind of near each other. Darren hiding behind a trash can, which tells me he's probably heard Kevin moving around. Kev also not moving a whole lot, which means that both players are probably aware of one another and are just trying to figure out exactly how close the other player is. Modric still pretty far away. However, he's going to get to the stores that have been looted.
There's about to be action in D10.
Nice. Jerk Chicken goes down. Xerion goes down. Lots of top players dying. Darren and Broderick are about to see each other. Keb still has not moved for over a minute. He's been standing perfectly still. He knows that Darren is in the area. We're going to go to Darren's point of view since he's probably going to run in there in just a second. And he's just eagerly waiting for somebody to run in. However, Darren also aware there's somebody else in this area and is being very patient. Actually, I think we're going to see two people literally not move and just wait for the other person. So we're going to fly away from that since they both look very
Go ahead
campy.
and assume Rizar's biggest fan is actually Tony Hawk, also known as MMX TV, since he just killed someone with AR.
And you said there was going to be some action at D10? We're at D10. I see Carta.
Zach just killed Tez.
Oh, okay.
That was the action I was talking.
Lots of people in PB that actually on our last game played pretty safe the whole game, kind of played the outskirts. This particular game, he's in the middle of PB. Must have just had one of those landings where trying to fly out of the way would put him out in the middle of nowhere. Kagi taking shots. Sloth shooting back. Both of them taking one hit each, neither of them with the chest armor. Kagi tried to make it back to some cover. Was able to Enes his way down there without taking a hit. Sloth must have some kind of healing equipped because his health is not moving. However, Sloth now runs into Aipta. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Able to land 2 hits. Kagi down to just one shot on the other end in this 3-way fight. Smoke goes down. Sloth's going to try to wrap around. Now, this is going to be a bit of a paper, rock, scissors. If you get an angle on one person, you leave yourself open to a third. The question is, have they made enough noise to draw the attention of somebody in PB? And yeah, that's exactly what ended up happening. The second one of them turned around to try to get an angle on somebody else, they got shot by the third person. Down to Sloth and Kagi, and I don't know if they're going to engage. Sloth looks like he's just moving away. Probably going to try to make his way towards the loot, but is aware that there is a third player since he did not pick up that last kill.
Linden living up to his name. Shoddy rushed 2 people so far.
Nice.
1 pumps as far as I know. And is actually getting a pretty decent loot from this buddy back at list. I think it was Spirits who he killed. Had like 3 or 4 gas nades, 5 smokes, ton of bullets and healing supplies.
Howie in a tough spot under 10%. Han's starting to push in on him. He does have plenty of covers, and the pillar he's at is pretty wide, and on top of that, there's plenty of wall to keep Han away. So if Han starts to get an angle, Howie's going to be able to see him coming. Sloth in another engagement. Can't decide if I should fly away from it or if I should try to get this angle for this Howie fight. Howie very, very patient, trying to reset, throws on the smoke. However, does get hit once running in the smoke. Is able to make it to the next rock. Han can probably see him because of the bleeding, and is going to start wrapping around. Howie needs to be very careful here. If he gets wrapped around, he's going to leave himself open to an easy 2-tap. Howie looks to be very aware where Han is and is able to edge out the fight. He's going to be able to get back with full health here in a few seconds. Interesting to see if Howie... Yeah, Howie does not have a chest armor anymore. That grenade misses. That grenade also misses. Han may think he got a landing shot and is going to shotty rush here. May take an unnecessary risk. Howie able to land a stun grenade and then 2 continuous shotgun shots and able to get the kill. That was a very textbook fight right there. If you see somebody rushing you out in the open and you have a flash grenade and you're able to land it, you kill somebody who's just out in the open, completely lost. Sloth and P got into a fight. Sloth looks like he's just waiting him out, trying to get a kill. Slowly getting back up to full life. Well, I hear shots, however, I don't see where they're coming from. I do see smoke, so it's probably that direction. Dink in a bad spot. Grenade comes in from Anna. Anna able to pick up the kill with the grenade. Anna now taking shots past him to Cookie Man. Cookie Man trying to position himself to find some cover. Anna kind of not in the greatest spot. Able to find a little bit of cover, but leaves himself open to 2 buildings behind him. Twitch Monster also in the area. Anna getting shot from the back, taking 2 hits, runs into the warehouse. Lutz looks like he's going to push this, but we have Nadrog slowly sneaking out behind that. Lots of players right in this area, all trying to pick up loot by getting kills. Anna's going to move into the little corridor of the warehouse. Probably the best place to try to heal up and just be able to control with 1 shotgun. Lutz trying to wrap around, trying to find a good angle. Anna might have been able to see it. Lutz is going to actually throw down a smoke to be able to try to push the rest of the warehouse. Anna back to 70%. Monster, however, wrapping around them, going to see who goes in so he can wrap in and try to get the last couple of shots. Lutz doesn't look like he's too eager to go in on this fight. I think he might just disengage here. He's got to know that Anna's got to be pretty close to being back to full health. And running into a warehouse blind with a shotgun, probably not the best thing to do in a competitive game.
If this guy wasn't wearing a racer jacket and flower pants, I would have said this probably is not even the real OG Triv. Because his actual nickname is Denial OG Triv, but...
Yeah, I think he changed it to that.
Go by that name.
Yeah, well, I hope that that's him because that's who I associated the stats with. I think what it is that, oh, that's OG Triv's Twitch name. And so when it does link up, we get the actual name. And then when we get the troll names, it's when it doesn't link, you know? Yeah, Lutz and Anna decided to disengage. Cookie Man now a little bit farther away. I think he's just trying to watch that cop car, waiting for somebody to try to get into it. He may not have the keys and he's just waiting to try to...
Flame probably has the best spot in the game right now.
Where's that?
By the new residential thingy in G6.
Hana being a bathroom gamer instead of a bush gamer this game. That's been in the park bathrooms for quite a long time. They now OG Tree and Brother 2G end up trading kills. Crumb killing Radic. Dyslexic changing sign. Here are other shots. Alright. Can't quite place where they're coming from. Both. I think he's dead. Sign is just going to go up the hill, and Dyslexic decides not to chase any farther.
Residential is kind of clunky. It's like I don't like this kind of terrain.
Bit of a 3-way fight. Sidway fighting down at I'm a something. Imoros. Takes the first couple of shots. Able to land one. Imoros jumps out, takes a couple of shots of his own, and able to push him away. Looks like he's going to be able to heal. Keevler are kind of out in the middle of the open. WTF Flex driving by there, taking shots. I hope he doesn't jump out. There's another player right behind him. He'd pinch himself if he does that. Nope, he's just going to drive by. No intentions of stopping. Gas is going to start pushing these players all towards one another. People are going into the gas for some reason. That's interesting. Frank. Gonna be able to get a pinch on this if he decides to. Nade misses. Flash comes out. Say we're playing very aggressive, able to push his opponent away. Get another engagement here. We got two players, one on foot without a vehicle, the other one behind the rock with a jeep. Gonna wrap around, try to get a better angle at this fight. Or actually, nope, he's just gonna decide to get out of there. Sargerly comes out in the middle of that. Comes out of the gas with not full health. Crank jumps out of his car, starts taking shots at both of them. Able to connect one. Look like Sin's just gonna keep driving. Crank now getting shot from another angle. His opponent unable to connect. It'll be interesting to see what he decides to do. This is a bad spot to get shot from two different angles. Lots of people who are just kind of jumping out, taking shots, jumping back in, and moving. So far, nobody really connecting any real hits, though. Ronnie kind of actually joining the action here. Little call in the middle of two players. Sure, McGavin comes out of the gas. Ends up getting turned on by Fatura. Fatura then getting picked off by Swaggerly TV. That's the problem. Anytime you stop to heal in the open like that, you kind of put yourself in a tough spot. Wow, he went into the gas to heal with under 10% left.
Nicole, yeah, I was waiting for him to die.
Yeah,
he actually manages to like get a bandage on just the last second, and it's enough.
Meanwhile, in the middle of all that fighting, Flame has just been chilling in a house the whole time, like. Pfft.
Oh no! Picks up Hannah from PV. Or
aw, poor little Hannah. Ronnie goes down to Ripson.
It's Brown, the brave soul who had the shotgun and M9 last game, takes down someone. I can't.
Hewler taking down Siki. Crank just more adopting a playstyle of moving around a lot instead of waiting.
Who killed Ziki?
Keebler? I think that's how you pronounce his name?
Keebler TV, yeah, Keebler TV.
Yep. Little Nicole. Still not full health. Has a player rolling up on his position. Montalino. Or Mundalino. Maybe.
Delino.
What?
Delino.
Delino? But there's man. People need to pick simpler names.
I don't fucking know.
What is his name?
At least he's Swede.
Started shooting at Little Nicole. Not able to land any shots. Able to push him away though. I was going to ask you what you got on your crate, but then I realized you were gone this weekend, so no legacy crate for you.
Actually, I came back Sunday and I went into a game just to chill and get something, and I won that game with like 3 kills or something.
Nice. You
didn't get everything.
You only got the shirt or whatever, right? Oh, you got a crate? Oh, that's a bug. Yeah. It's a good bug though. Bug. Yeah, you were supposed to. You were supposed to get.
It's a good bug. I got fucking bone leggings from it, but.
That's so funny because I kept telling people I was gonna get boned by it, and then I got the bone leggings too, and I was like, I didn't actually literally mean bone like in the bone leggings, but. And then like a whole bunch of the people I talked to, they're like, "Oh, I got a toxic AK." I'm like, "God damn it!"
I'm thinking there was like 50% chance to get a fucking rare from that crate.
Right.
Like, I was in a Finnish dude's chat today who had like 40 something viewers, and he said that 4 of his viewers had gotten hog masks from the crate.
Yep. Sweet dreams, kind of strolling along in the middle of 2 players. Biba also right in that area. However, Biba has a cop car. I don't see her picking up any engagements here. She'll probably wait till there's a lot less players before she starts jumping out on players. It's Memento.
There is a sniper rifle in the crate there.
Really low on life. Wish I would have seen what engagement he got into. I put him at like 10% life. Nightwalker also kind of playing it safe.
G's and Linden FPS in the fight.
Ooh, Linden goes down. Yeah. Let's take a look here. A place where we see a ton of players. Flame's still chilling in that house. It'll be interesting to see if he runs into Jordan.
In the house. Like, go ahead, check his spot, man. If he's still in the same spot, you'll laugh.
Oh, he's in all the bushes right by the fence. That's hilarious.
Yes. He's literally been there since the moment I told you. Like,
dude, I guarantee you, most of that was a bathroom break. I guarantee you, he wasn't even at the computer. That is
moving.
Oh, was it? I was like.
He's like moving constantly. He's like spinning around.
Oh, because a classic Flame was find a bush, go to the bathroom for 20 minutes. This is actually
had like that reminds me of like way back in the day, like 2007, I'd probably say. We were playing 3 versus 3 in enemy territory, and like one of our players just out of nowhere.
Cutie jumping out on Reptar. Reptar getting hit twice, also jumps out. Both of them able to find cover. Sorry to cut you off.
Out of nowhere, changes his nickname to taking a shit. What the fuck, man?
It's hilarious. Cutie Venom's still in that same fight. Rides away to the next rock. ATV quite far away. However, Reptar does get hit by that nade, down to just 1 hit, and able to get picked off by Cutie. Pretty good fight. The nade connecting was probably what did him in. Should have probably pushed farther away as soon as he saw the nade being tossed. However, with nades nowadays, it's so hard to tell if it's actually going to hit or not. Wait, have you seen where Tim is at? Hi, Tim. Classic Tim. And he's looted. How the hell did he... What? I did not know you can get up there.
Where's Tim?
I'm not telling you. You're just going to have to fly over there and find him yourself.
Okay,
I mean, all I'm going to say is this is definitely classic Tim.
Well, obviously, since you're excited about it, but...
I almost want to tap my mic so that he will wave at the camera. Actually, how do you take a screenshot in this game? I forget. Print screen? Nope, definitely wasn't print screen.
F12.
Yep, definitely wasn't print screen. That kicked me straight out of the game. F12. Yep, that's going on Twitter later.
Okay, Ranchito. Wait. Holy shit, that's a team spot if I've ever seen it.
Right?
Holy shit.
But like I said, it's like me telling you wouldn't have been the same as you flying there and actually seeing it.
No.
Splint getting in the fight, getting hit once.
Literally, when I came to like Ranchito, people don't render in. I just saw a fucking high as shit radio tower, and I was like, could it be?
Sign and Splint in a fight. Splint still healing up from getting hit once. Sign in the middle of 2 players, probably going to relocate. Sekiri has that. Nightwalker also lurking in the area, trying to see if he can get an angle. Splint pushing towards Nightwalker. Nightwalker now pushes towards Splint. Splint wasn't in full health. Nightwalker jumps out, starts taking a couple of shots. Splint jumps out, does not land in front of his car for cover, and it's kind of a bad spot, getting shot from 2 different angles. However, Splint's car was close enough, he was able to just jump in and get out of there. I don't think Splint knew that Nightwalker was going to be that aggressive that quick. He went from being super passive at the edge of the gas to I'm going to chase you and kill you, which is kind of the sign of a good player. Nightwalker wrapping around, starts to take a fight. Satchery not in the best spot. However, Nightwalker, forgetting that Splint fight was right there, ends up getting hit 3 times real quick and goes down quickly. Sign and Splentify now have a bit of a pinch on Zachary. If they decide to continue to push this, they're going to be able to probably pick up this kill. Unofficial teaming here. Zachary decides to relocate to some trees, ends up pinching himself again. Now, either direction that he picks, he's going to get shot from one of the two players. The question is whether Zach or Splint is able to. I'm starting to feel like I know how Pav knows who's going to win these games. No, I'm kidding. I actually don't think neither one of these players are teaming, especially since Splint and Sign were shooting at each other just a few seconds ago. Actually, able to pull down a smoke to get some cover, however, down to about half health. He's going to have just enough time to get back up in health, but not enough time to get out of the position he's at, which is really the big concern, is that he's going to leave his back open. Splentify, knowing that, oh, the gas might save him. If this gas starts to push, Splint might just decide to move. It doesn't look like it, though. Nope, Splint jumps out, starts shooting again. Unable to connect. Zachary, though, could...
kind of bullets if they're like wasting them on that far.
Yep. Fallon, also in that area, takes a couple of shots to Splintify. Splintify does not get hit, but that's enough to push him away from the fight.
I wish the safe zone keeps going north.
Splint
like,
and Sign.
Time I want it to be a city ending.
Nice. Oh, for the teams, yes, that would be great. Splint and Sign now fighting one another. Zachary may be able... Oh, nope, Zachary goes down. Splint and Sign taking about as far as possible of a fight. However, its Memento jumps in the middle of this. This Memento does get hit once. Little Nicole, though, hiding in the trailer, just waiting to see if somebody in his area will stand still. Memento realizes he's in the trailer, jumps out, takes a few shots. It's not able to connect. Memento looks dedicated to going out with a shotgun. Lands the first hit, lands the second hit, is able to get the kill, does not get hit himself. That was a really aggressive play, and it really paid off. Splint, once again, taking shots at Sign. Not able to connect, the Sign is on a ATV. Based on this...
Just trying to destroy Splint Xify's car, I'd say.
Yeah, that's a pretty good choice. It is making the sounds that it does between 45 and 35, which means his car is pretty low. However, he does still have turbo for about 5 more bullets. JP2 kind of driving into the middle of this. Probably not going to know that Memento is in the trailer, but did see Splint's Jeep. If he decides to jump out of here and start taking engagement, he's probably going to get 2-tapped from the other side.
Okay,
so
this is really bad for JP2. Car is on fire and he has Memento on one side and Splint. But he gets far enough to...
Yep, he's going to be able to just run all the way to the tree without getting... shot at. Crank's still alive. I don't see Crank's Jeep anymore. Or is that his Jeep? Yep, Crank still has a Jeep. However, it is black smoke. Flame slowly making it out of the gas. Is getting shot from the back by Crank and has Tuka on the other side. So he's gonna have to pick what side and push. I'm gonna guess he's gonna push towards the gas. Grenades come out. Neither player connects. Tuka does get hit once. That grenade probably looked like it should have connected. Oh, that grenade's definitely going to kill if it doesn't move. And, yeah. Flame able to pick up the kill with some really good clutch grenades there, forcing his opponent to run out in the open. JP and Crank, though, on the other side of the water, either way he runs. So he has a decent fight no matter where he goes. Memento out of the trailer, kind of pinching those two guys in. So we're going to see some forced engagements here. The only best thing that JP2 can do is if he can see Memento's car, start putting bullets on it, force him to move. But I don't think he has a good angle on it. Skill gap is the big. Kind of coming into the middle of this. He's going to run into Flame. Flame, who's right now in the middle of the water, not with a lot of cover near him. Needs to really get across the water right now. Otherwise, he's going to end up getting pitched. And if he does decide to start that fight and start shooting, JP2 is just going to come down and pinch him. So, kind of a bad spot. JP2 and Flame probably going to have to fight here, so they're going to be sharing the same tree line. Flame slowly getting pinched, yep. Cookie Man may actually kind of save this whole situation, as he does jump out of the trailers as he was bleeding. That might be the X factor that forces this fight to change direction. Yep, Crank.
So I'd say, like, with this gas circle, if Flame has like sufficient amount of healing supplies, he could have just stayed in gas for a while.
Yep, he's out in the open, thrown out in the smoke to provide himself some cover if he decides to run out towards the tree line. However, he is low enough where he will probably throw down a second smoke and decide to heal right there if he has one. JP slowly wrapping around trying to get an angle that actually is going to work out to Flame's advantage, as he's going to have a little bit more cover from that rock running towards the next tree line. JP is going to start taking shots at him.
Seems like Flame doesn't have any smoke grenades because he's using gas grenades as visible ball, or like what it's called.
Yeah, you could be right. The gas looks like it's going to be the defining factor. You were right in that. Mig tries to join the fight, ends up getting the gas. JP still in the gas, and we have two players right next to each other. Mundolino, Crank. Crank decides to jump out. It'll be interesting to see if he starts getting shot from behind. Wow, I got teleported way to the other upside by its Memento. Crank decides to throw down smoke on himself once the Memento starts shooting at him. Tic's Dildo is now shooting at its Memento. Everybody's within vision of everybody here, and there's going to be a lot of fights. Mig able to land 2 shots on Guzmer, and gets hit once himself from a different angle. Howie in the same tree line, and Risa is going to come out in the middle of this. Both of them down to 1 hit. She's able to pick up this fight. 4 shotguns, 6 shotgun shots, which Risa finally goes down. Howie is right there, though. I imagine he's going to wrap around. Yep, Howie wraps around, gets the last hit, and is now the only player still in that tree line. However, Mig is right there, so he is by no means safe. Let's kind of take a see.
Zeb, Rottenberg, monsters, and what the flex coming out of the gas.
Yep. That's the thing. This is not a safe zone to be in. This is a safe zone that's coming from the PB direction, or this end of the safe zone, which means a lot of players are going to come up behind you.
There's a lot of fighting going on inside the gas between these guys, and like they're weak as shit. Rottenberg will not survive this.
Howie's trying to heal. Here's a car coming behind him. Realizes the Seb comes out of the gas right next to him. Sweet Dreams also in that area. Sweet Dreams kind of just doing circles. What the Flex able to heal, but with 2 people just waiting for him to just peek out. Memento goes down to Crank. That FPS with a little bit of tree cover. Probably going to start taking shots at Sev. Sev kind of forced to just ride around in circles without being able to heal back up to full life. Jumps out and starts taking shots. Sev throws down a smoke grenade. He's going to try to use that little bit of cover in his car to try to heal back to full life. However, the fact that his car is in there is going to allow people to simply just shoot the car and put damage into it without really worrying too much about the smoke. Flame back up to full life. Able to pick up an ATB. He's kind of right in the middle of a lot of players. Has not gotten hit yet. Frank able to connect once.
Teams Pink Dilda and Montalino both had the same idea to hide in the Zim's parking lot within this
the bushes,
walled bushes, and happened to jump into the same one and fought it out.
That's hilarious.
Coming out as a win.
Flame decided he's just gonna take whatever little bit of cover he can get.
Yeah, but I don't really see the point of this, because Flame had trees, he had safe zone, and now he has neither.
You know how it goes. If you feel a lot of pressure, sometimes you feel like relocating might be the best way to go, and that sometimes ends up what's killing you. Sev does not lose his car, nor does he, and he's back to full life. Oliver and Sweet Dreams next to each other. Oliver not full health as he just came out of the gas. Sev starting to take shots, even though he's kind of out in the middle of the open. How he's not getting killed is beyond me. Oliver's Sweet Dreams, Mig, and FPS all next to each other. FPS down to 1 hit. Probably going to just try to wait it out and try to heal up. However, Howie's going to come up right behind him. Sweet Dreams is now driving in his direction. Oliver CC goes down. JP2 and Mig right next to each other. Mig's ATV blows up. JP able to land a hit. Mel 2-tap now kind of rushing down on the FPS, able to pick up the kill. Howie is able to land a shot. Howie down to 1 hit. Mel 2-tap able to pick that up. Mel 2-tap now firing a Sweet Dreams. Sweet Dreams firing back. Mel down to half life. Needs to be careful not to get pinched here himself. Sweet Dreams not getting shot from JP2. JP2 is only worried about Mig. Mig has kind of a good little bit of cover in between 2 rocks, prevents him from getting shot from too many different angles. However, Crank is now putting shots on him. That's going to force him to run out in the open and take an engagement here with JP2.
Intensify going down some more kills.
Mig
fighting JP2 and Mig.
Yep. JP2 getting hit once, Mig out kind of in the open, and able to get getting 2-tapped by JP2 once he tried to heal. Mig kind of got stuck in a bad situation where no matter where he stood, Crank kind of had a shot on him, and all the places outside of that.
Getting more kills here, like Intensify has to have like +5 kills. For
What's your lag? I'm lagging out of the server. My lag's at like 1900 right now.
I'm at 1100.
So the server's lagging out then. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's really weird.
Okay. People in Mini's chat are saying it. Servers like.
Yeah, I think the server just crashed.
Super on.
Wow, okay. Now we're back down to... Wow, we went from 10 players to 7 players in like a second. I see you standing there in the middle of the air. That's kind of interesting.
Okay.
Hopefully nobody will shoot you.
He's still alive.
Yep, JP2 still alive. Lone Survivor in that end. Splintify still alive. Crank went down in the middle of the lag fest. Pink Dildo still alive. I was gonna say Minnie's still alive, but that's only because I'm not supposed to be able to see him, even though I can. Noble Seb, kind of driving around, trying to figure out what the heck's going on. I'm sure the lag kind of froze for most people. Now I'm getting shot. That's lovely.
Yeah, you're in the air. I can see you in the air.
I don't have any way of healing. Don't kill me, Sev. Don't kill me, bro. Roldan goes down. He was a little too close to Team Swing Dildo. Team Swing Dildo, I said, I'll have none of that. I'm going to fly as high as possible so that I don't get 2-shot here.
Heal.
Well,
Heal, baby, heal.
Yeah, I can't. I don't have any healing supplies. Are you still alive?
Yeah, I'm following Splint, so that like I'm probably not flying around. That.
Oh, on my screen you're just standing still, but that's all right. Hopefully you won't get killed. JP2 is literally right next to you and he hasn't shot you, so maybe they can't see you. Splify in the middle of a pinch between JP2 and Tim Dildo, down to 1 hit. He's gonna surely go down here as he's not gonna be able to stop. Seb also shooting a Splint in a really bad spot, able to throw down a smoke. May be able to survive as long as none of these guys can get lucky. However, Tim looks like he's going to go in there and just try to finish this off with a shotgun. Seb also has to smoke. He's just going to wait out to see what happens between these guys. Nobody's running in. Nobody's throwing any grenades. So I think that means Split may actually be able to survive this. Tim's in the smoke. JP2 throws down 1 molly, 2 mollies. Neither are able to connect. Does not want to push any farther up as he doesn't want to leave his cover. JP2 is now firing a Seb. Echo Fox Mini has now entered the match. I think that means that his stream crashed. Or he got killed, one of the two. Splint finally Oh, Splint able to kill off Tim with a grenade. Tim should have just gone in there when he had the chance a little bit ago. Splint throws down a grenade towards JP2. The grenade does not connect. The gas grenade does push JP2 out of the cover. However, he does not take very much damage for it. Seb decided to push closer to Splintify, even though Splint is still in the smoke. I feel like the smokes are actually bugged for me. I don't think that these guys actually have smokes up, and I think they're just the smokes have not gone down. Splint throws down a brand new smoke. I do be able to see the animation, so I know that that's a new smoke that just went down. Once again, he's trying to just wait for that to let him heal. Down to about 30% life. However, it doesn't look like Sev or JP2 want to fight each other. They're just eagerly waiting for one of the two to kill the guy that's in the center between them. JP2 able to connect one more time. Splintify down to 1 hit. He's going to run in there and try to get the kill with the shotgun. I'm afraid to go into first person as both Roland and Mini got killed doing that. Seb, seeing the fight, decides to rush down. JP2 able to get a little bit of cover. Seb able to connect the first shot. Seb able to get the kill. Seb taking down the second game. What a great job there. Seeing that he had the opportunity after the kill happened to be able to get the rush and get the kill. Kind of an unfortunate top 10. We completely lagged out for about 30 seconds there, and if we saw, it went down from 12 players to 5 players, and I think those players were just equally affected by the gas. So, not the ideal ending, but still we got to see some top-notch play there at the end with some of the best players in the world in the top 5.